Yo, what's happening, boys and girls? How the devil are we? Shanksy here, and today we are going to be having a little look at the Blob's character. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit annoyed, right? If Marvel Strike Force, if Fox Next were going to include me in the game, they could have at least put a damn beard on me. That's all I'm saying. So the Blob is brushing his way through into the Brotherhood team. Obviously, after losing both Sabretooth and Mystique over to the Marauders, we needed some more Brotherhood team, right? Although Carnage and Venom have been doing a pretty damn good supplement in my experience. But my big thing was, are they going to have extra sustain for the Brotherhood? Are they going to make them raid viable and all that? Now, we've already looked at Toad's kit. If you haven't seen the video, I'll link it at the end. And I will also link the video for the other character that's coming out in this patch. Stay tuned for that. So, is the Blob going to give that Brotherhood the much needed sustain that they need in raids and things like that? Or are they just going to be the wham bam thank you man one and done type of arena blitz war team that we know and love them to be? We shall see. We shall see. So the Blob is literally leapfrogging his way in there. You've got to admire a geezer that size that can get himself that high in the air, right? You got a lot of time for that. Got a lot of time for that. Dear oh dear oh dear. Having a little look at his portrait there. He's there. Look at him living the dream. Dear oh dear. He looks well chuffed to be joining the game, right? Looks well chuffed. So, without further ado, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a look at his stats, talk through his kit, and then we're gonna see some footage in with Toad in U7 this time. And if you noticed that on the Toad video we saw them versus the Shield team, this time we're gonna have a look at them in U7, see how they get on, and then in the next video we'll be looking at the next character. So let's have a little look at his kit. Right, so we've got the Blob here. He is level 75, gear tier 13, 7 stars, 4 red, at 60k, 60k 321. His abilities are 7775. So not a huge amount of power. I've got to be honest, I was expecting more power at that level, that gear tier and all that type of thing. But again, as I said in the Toad video, I'm not entirely sure if this takes like stock tech into account and all that type of thing. So there could be an extra 25% on there. I genuinely don't know. We're looking at him heavy-handed, meat shield, belly flop, and solid mass as his passive. I love it. If he had a beard, that'd be me. That'd be me. Look at him. Having fat bloke. He's loving it. He reminds me of Fat Bastard from Austin Powers. Get in me belly. I genuinely don't remember the Blob from comic books, man. I just don't do it. Just can't picture him at all. So heavy-handed is attack the primary target for a massive 340% damage. Apply slow. If the target has disrupt, change the target speed bar by 20%. That's pretty big, man. And we know Magneto applies disrupt. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty cool. And we also know Pyro also applies disrupt. So changing the speed bar by 20% is pretty damn massive, right? Then we've got Meat Shield. And this is going to be copy all positive effects from Brotherhood allies. All of them to this character. Attack primary target for 350% damage. Attack all adjacent targets for 320% damage. Now keep in mind, he drags them all in, right? Magneto drags them all in. Bop! I like it a lot. Almost looks a little bit like Juggernaut's ultimate, to be fair. Now, it looks like this ability costs 4 energy and starts on 2. So we're not starting full there, unfortunately. And then we're going into Belly Flop, and that's the ultimate. And this is attack primary and all adjacent targets for a whopping 460% damage. Now, this last one here as well, which is the tier 4 in it, actually grants an 80% damage increase. That is a really big damage increase. Now, a lot of his tier 4s haven't seemed necessary, but that is a very, very big damage increase without a shadow of a doubt. Like, yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. That's pretty crazy. I'd love to see the type of damage that this guy can put out. So that is Belly Flop, and then we were moving on to Solid Mass. Now, Solid Mass is on spawn. Gain offense up for 2 turns. When a Brotherhood ally drops below 50% health, gain Taunt. On enemy turn, apply 1 deflect up to a maximum of 3 to adjacent allies. Gain 50% resistance. Brotherhood allies gain 50% resistance, gain 25% chance to counterattack, and gain 25% chance to counterattack per Brotherhood ally. What? That's a pretty saucy bloody passive. Now, if we're looking at this for tier 4 abilities, this one to me is a must. This is like a guaranteed counterattack at this point down here. To be fair, I think it's a guaranteed counterattack anyway, right? So we'll be 15%, there'll be 4 there, that'll be 60%, 60. No, it wouldn't be a guaranteed. It would be 85%. So that is guaranteed at max rank, and that's pretty damn saucy, man. But has he got the damage to back that belly up? I don't know. Let's have a little look. So, coming in health-wise, keep in mind, level 75, gear tier 13, 7 stars on him, 4 red. He is coming in there with a whopping 139.5k health. His damage is 9,000, which ain't too shabby. It ain't phenomenal, but it ain't too damn shabby. 7,000 armor, 2,000 focus, 4,500 resistance. Keep in mind he's going to be getting extra focus if you're running in with Toad as well. What? 130% crit damage, 10% crit chance. His speed is 80. To be fair, let's be honest, we weren't expecting the big man to be light on his feet, were we? We weren't expecting the big man to be light on his feet. That is incredibly low and incredibly slow. 10% dodge, 0% dodge chance, 0% block chance, 100% accuracy. All fairly standard after that. So, first impressions. I think he's going to do some good old damage for a protector. He's going to do some good old damage. I like the fact that he's gaining taunt and all that type of stuff. It's beautiful, right? He doesn't have the heals, the sustainability that I was really hoping for. So they are going to be the wham bam, thank you, man, one and done team that I was hoping they'd move away from. I was hoping we're going to be able to start using them in some ulterior game modes, such as raids mainly. So are they ever going to be a U7 team for me? Probably not. Probably not. But I would like to see what they look like in U7. Care to join me? Stick around. Let's have a little look. Right. Let's have a little look how they look in U7. We have got both Toad, Blob, Pyro, Magneto, and obviously Juggernaut in there. The full Brotherhood team. And this is a U7 fight. So let's have a little look what they look like in this. So he gains taunt straight away. Toad jumps in there. Bop! I really like this animation, man. And he's going to literally counter over to every single one of them. I've got a lot of time for that. That's a really cool animation. Flipping on in there. Bop! Now, will they clear the node? Have they got the damage in them to clear the node? Have they got the survivability to survive the node? There's only 11 enemies in there. Now, are they showing this one because it's one of the first fights in U7? You know, there is only 11 enemies in there. That's not too impressive, right? So they're going to miss all them because they're blinded. Pyro's going to miss that because he's blinded. But Blob's still going to counterattack. Off! Look at that health on that go. Look at the health on that pyro. Disintegrate. Right, our pyro comes in. Does a fair amount of damage. Puts the bleeds amongst them. So the bleeds trigger in. Still going to be blinded. He'll block. Bam. So even though he's blinded, have we still got counter-attack? We've still got counter-attack. So even though he's not showing counter-attack, he's still got that counter-attack because of obviously the Brotherhood allies. So that is pretty cool. Right? That is pretty cool. But we've got no one that's generating energy. Right? So this looks really, really impressive as a one team, one hit team type thing. But they're not going to be able to start like this every time, right? Unless you can get all their cooldowns back up and whatnot. All right, we've got one of the shield troopers dead. We've got Pyro dead. He's still blinded. Blob's going to kill him off. Bish, bash, boff. All right, Blob's going to use his ultimate. Jump on in there. Whoopah! There's no way you could jump that high. Behave yourself. Superpowers or not, you ain't jumping that high, man. She. All right, Jugs is going to gain the taunt. Disrupt's going to go down in the middle. Toad's going to get the assist. But, right, I know we're playing on this on 1 times multiplier, right? I know we're playing this on 1 times multiplier. That time is ticking down sharpish, man. We are not yet halfway through the node. Everyone's now out at least. But there's only 2 minutes left on the clock. And as I say, like, they look really good in this one. Are they going to look as good in the next one? So, right, he copies all of them positives. Hang on, does he copy them or transfer them? He's copied them. Okay. Okay, the way that looked there, it looked like he transferred them all. And I was like, well, maybe that's not as good as I thought it was. Alright, still building them charges up on Jugs. I personally would have probably charged in there. But what do I know? I'd have been looking at that countdown timer thinking, I need to start burning through these guys. Blob's counter-attack on literally every go. With the taunt as well, that is pretty damn decent. And to be fair, he can half do a lot of damage as well. All right, he's coming in there. We've got Shield Trooper focusing on down on Mags. A minute left, 6 left to kill. I think we time out. Let's be fair, no one actually plays on 1 time speed, right? No one actually plays on 1 time speed. So I don't think it's that big a deal. But again, are you looking at this thinking, I'm going to get these boys up for U7? No. No. I will definitely be including Toad and the Blob in my Brotherhood team without a shadow of a doubt. But they're definitely not the new raid team, are they? Well, let's be fair, the new old raid team was the Wakandans, and they never actually become the new raid team either. So yeah, then we wasted the charge over there. That was a poor charge. 10 seconds left on the clock, pretty much. And they think it's all over. So they couldn't clear the node. They couldn't clear the node. Blob don't look like he's in a great space right now. Like, Blob looks like he's in all shades of trouble. They are definitely, for me, a blitz team and a war team without a shadow of a doubt. Yes, yes, yes. Would they be pretty decent in arena? Yeah, I think they might be. Will they be decent for U6? Probably at a certain level, but let's be fair, at a certain level, everyone is. Will they be making their way into U7? Not for me, thank you very much. But the kits look pretty cool. Not really what I was hoping for. Over the course of the team, I was hoping for some heals, man. I was really hoping for some heals. I feel like the Blob's just a better Juggernaut. just a better Jugs, really. So yeah, that's about it. Did they really need the Blob? Like, I don't know. But let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm intrigued to see it. If you want to catch up the other videos, they'll be at the end just in a second. And if you want to talk to me in person, leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to get back to you as quick as humanly possible. If you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell, baby. Become part of that notification squad. And until next time, boys and girls, I shall see you on the flip side. You take it easy.